Kids will be playing Path of Exile 2. Men will be playing Infinity Nikki. A true step forward for open world gacha games. Infinity Nikki finally brings some much needed competition to the MiHoYo monopoly. I strongly disagree with that, but I digress. Infinity Nikki is the ultimate evolution of the incredibly successful series that came before. Yep. This is Infinity Nikki's intended audience. This is Infinity Nikki's actual audience. And at the time of recording this intro, I've yet to even play Infinity Nikki or see any gameplay on it. I'm going into this completely blind. I also didn't apply to any of the betas. That said, yes, I have been looking forward to this game ever since I first saw the reveal for it. Why? What do you mean why? What, because I'm from the hood, I can't be a Disney princess? Because I'm a thug? Because I'm a thug, born to say
I was a girl in a village doing alright. Then I became a princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do it right. So much to learn and see.
But forced to say.
Get the mic like I'm running it. Give my all just a woman, a celibate. Pulling boss like the mic named Excalibur. So call me the king, let me get at her.
Look, I want to be a pretty princess, okay? People always say, yo, why do you play as a girl in every game you play? Think, you cheeky bloke, think. Women are pretty, and if I'm gonna be forced to look at a character for my entire gameplay, then I want to look at something pretty. Cool, glad we're on the same page. What sold me on Infinity Nikki is that I've never seen a game quite like this before. Actually, I probably have, but nothing that comes to the top of my mind immediately. This seems to be some type of open world dress-up game, and I'm genuinely curious to find out how that fashion feature works in this game. Because I have actually heard that there's combat in this game. So do you like pull for outfits that have different stats and abilities to fight? Or are outfits purely cosmetic and everything else is earned through grinding? Or maybe I just have a completely misconstrued perception of how this game is entirely. And it's not open world, but it's rather a one-track story-based game with outfits just on the side for fun. I know there are other games in the Nikki franchise that'll probably clear up a lot of confusion I have, but I don't care to do that research. I'm a casual gamer playing a casual game, and I want to be casually going into this casually blind. What am I talking about? Should the game sell me on their story and gameplay, maybe I'll check out the other installments, but for now, I'm strictly focused on Infinity Nikki, alright? But as far as I can see, the main selling point for this game is the fashion and also just how easygoing the game is entirely. You go into the world, you explore, you get outfits, and you just exist. Alright, now I'm recording this part at an entirely different time after I've played the game a little bit, and I've returned with a verdict about Infinity Nikki. Slice of life anime, the gacha game, life simulator. There's a lot you can do in this game, but that only really applies to, well, hang on, we'll get there. I'm not really a fashion guy, but I do have some type of infatuation with princesses, so you'd best believe I spent at least 35% of my time in this game so far just summoning clothes and looking at my wardrobe. But is that not what the game wants from you? This is a dress-up game, and I thought you'd simply be summoning for different outfits when in reality you're summoning for parts of different outfits, which you can then mix and match to customize how you like, or you can combine all of them to complete a set. There's also a cool feature where you can use a custom profile picture, so I don't know, I just thought that was kind of clean. To paint the picture of my experience, let's put it this way. I used to be a Genshin Impact addict, but it's been well over a year, going on 2 years now since I've actually played. The last time I logged in though, I simply ran around Fontaine exploring, and I actually had a pretty decently fun time picking mint. That cozy and relaxed feeling I got from running around and simply exploring the bright and colorful open world of Genshin Impact is exactly the feel that this game Infinity Nikki here gives. It's bright, colorful, cute, pretty, synonyms. There are plenty of puzzles, mysteries, and for such a beautiful looking world, there are actually times where it can get a little bit dark. There's a lot to do in this game, and it doesn't really feel like the game requires much time commitment, at least not yet, but we'll see where that goes in a few patches. I think the handful of reviews that are calling the game very casual and lacking in difficulty are correct, but what did you expect from a dress-up fashion game? Sekiro combat? Even still, I do believe that the combat is Infinity Nikki's biggest con. You can argue that combat isn't the selling point, and I'm not arguing with you, but if you're gonna go out of your way to add combat anyway, at least make it somewhat immersive, responsive. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but you can literally beat enemies in one hit by just standing still and pressing one button. So yeah, do like the opposite of that. It's so simplistic that if you remove the combat from the game entirely, I don't really think anything about the game changes, and nobody would even notice unless you told them. Another subtle con I have about this game is that the story moves a little too quickly. They throw around a lot of words and they throw around a lot of plot points, but they throw them around so fast like they just expect you to know. And I understand that Infinity Nikki's a part of a franchise, so a lot of those words have probably come up in their past games, but they could make Infinity Nikki more beginner friendly as far as lore goes for people like me who made this game their entry into the Nikki first. Anybody who pre-ordered the game, like me, got robbed because the pre-order rewards were just not worth it at all. Also, how in the world can I tell from some of the animations if I got a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star? These things aside, I played Infinity Nikki so you don't have to, but I'm not saying you shouldn't, because to be honest, it's kind of refreshing. As somebody who primarily plays games just to troll and mess with people online, it's therapeutic to then hop on something like this and unwind and just chill. If you like customization and gacha, then this game is for you. If you like puzzles and story, then this game is for you. If you need your games to include good combat mechanics, then you should probably avoid this one, at least for the time being. But I'd check it out anyways because it's free and there's a lot to do so long as you're not tryharding. I don't even see how you can tryhard this game, but we'll see. What are your thoughts on Infinity Nikki? Because I love my comfy Barbie princess dress-up game. Not sure how much I'll play it, but again, this game caters to the casual player, so I don't think I'll have to worry much about any FOMO, except on this first banner. Good lord, that dress is beautiful, and I need it. But after this banner, I'm good, hopefully. But I'm gonna catch y'all boys and girls in the next one, alright? We out this piece. Yo.